So when I looked at the kiwis the other night, I didn't check my plants all day, and then I finally came out and I saw fireflies. And when I started the video up, one appeared right in front of me and I caught it. Just for a second I held it in my hand, and then it flew off. Fireflies, for me, represent hope in the darkness. So, immediately in that moment, before I even knew, we were echoing the previous message about having hope, no matter what. And every single situation that I've been part of, every single masculine I read for had purpose. And we've known this entire time that there was no guarantees about where we were going to land, where we were going to end up, what relationship or situation was going to be the one, if any of them were. Because that depends on people's choices. It depends on what they choose, how they respond to situations, the actions that they take. And even though that kiwi was uprooted again, one day later, the other kiwi was left alone, but that same exact kiwi that I replanted got ripped up for the third time, and I feel like that's got to be Spirit telling me, this one's out. And that doesn't mean anything about the masculine necessarily, because the same thing happened to the oak. I had 20 acorns, and they died one by one until there was just this one left. And the same thing happened to the hollies, where I had, I think it was 5. I think I had 5 holly sprigs. And it was only by losing the others. What happened with the holly was that all of them bonded at the root base. And none of them were rooting. It was the wood that I peeled the bark off of, and then I bound them together. It grew together, dried together, healing those wounds. But not all of them shooted roots off. I had to peel away the other ones, and it left this kind of hybrid skin that was half scar tissue and half open underneath of the bark. And that is where the roots sprang from. It was only through the process of partial healing that the holly was able to root at all. And it could never be all of them. It could only be one of them. It could only be the last one, because it had to be peeled away from the rest of those sprigs before it had the opportunity to root. And this holly that survived has been dormant longer than any others. And maybe it'll get ripped up too. Who knows? But it was dormant longer than the other one. It went through less trauma than the other one. But it's kind of giving that energy of a sleeper. The underdog, the up and comer. And I don't think that I'm supposed to surrender hope in any regard, but I can't argue with the fact that I feel that the energy has changed. It was as soon as that kiwi got pulled from the dirt again, as soon as I realized it was too dried out to bounce back, something changed in me. I rewatched that video of, that search bar trend with 4 popping up as my soulmate. And I think I realized in that moment that the future is unwritten. And that with or without whoever, because there's been a lot of masculines at this point that I thought were the one, it didn't change what I needed to do. It didn't change what I have coming in for me. And whether that means this is a separation, or whether this is just a prelude to a union, or whether this is spirit trying to tell me that none of the ones I thought were it are actually it. Maybe they're trying to say that it's somebody totally new. Number 4. I have 3 trees for 3 masculines. Maybe it's number 4. But the energy that changed, there was some kind of internal alchemy. Where part of me let go of desire. Part of me that was still clinging on to, like, I hope this is it. Let go of that desire for that to be the situation. I think I'm honestly able to say right now in this moment that I'm open to whatever the universe has in store for me. Because I already know that no matter how badly you want something, that doesn't make it it. No matter how badly you want to fight for something, if the other person isn't fighting for it too, then you're just battling yourself. They have their own journey to go through. And if they wanted you to be part of it, you would be. If they wanted to communicate with you, they would. If they wanted to tell you how they felt, that would have happened. And clinging on to that desire could hold you back because you've received nothing from that other person confirming their interest. You have received nothing from them. And that song, on a bed of nails, she makes me wait. I'll be waiting with or without you. Because somebody that isn't clear in their intentions and their desires, even if they get involved with you, will remain unclear. Right? And Spirit is trying to impress upon us that we are not giving up hope for the future or hope for the person. We are simply on our own. Just like them. But we can't just sit here and wait. We have to be living. We have to be walking our path. We can't be in limbo forever. Because they haven't communicated or haven't made up their mind or decided that we're worth that. And this doesn't diminish the struggles that they're going through, because every masculine has been going through their own stuff. But that's not our journey.